Time now for Sid Sixero. I get 60 seconds to talk about anything. Start the clock, please. Here's what's on my mind this morning. Last time we saw the Leafs, they had a good night. 2-0 shutout win over the Flames this past Saturday. Jack Campbell shutout. Leaf fans feeling good. But what stuck out to me wasn't the end result. What stuck out was how the Flames were sticking it to Toronto's best player, Auston Matthews. And that cannot happen. Not only was he run by Flames defenseman Chris Tanev, but he was also hammered by one of the biggest guys in the league, Milan Lucic. And what did the Leafs do about it? Nothing. No teammate squared either Tanev or Lucic up, not even an attempt. Kind of bothered me. Auston Matthews, who should be a finalist for league MVP this season, who's already playing with an injured wrist, getting hit left and right. And his teammates do nothing about it. Now, I also understand this Leafs team isn't built that way. They're not the Flyers of the 70s, I get it. But for the love of all things holy, somebody, anybody, at least look at the guy who just took a run at your meal ticket. Please, do it once, just for me. Chris Johnston of Sportsnet joining us, and Hockey Night in Canada, and NHL on Sportsnet does a terrific job. CJ, good morning. Thanks for jumping on. If you want to comment on what I just said, please do, or we just shift to the fact that Auston Matthews is goalless in 4 games here. He's fighting through the injury. What do you see when you watch Matthews right now?
Well, I actually agree with your point, which is not something we said too often there, Sid. But I do think that there really is, something the Leafs might want to look at is protecting Auston a little bit. Especially against Calgary. That's one of the teams earlier in the year that they've had, something close to physical disagreements with, and so a little surprised to see him go that way. And it kind of blends into the second point, which is the fact he's gone 4 games without a goal. I mean, look, part of that's luck. He's hit a few goalposts in those games. But he certainly isn't at 100%. And, perhaps the one good thing the Leafs have going for them is that they're currently on a 4-day break between games. They also had a 4-day break last week, which is something that's pretty rare in this NHL schedule. And you just have to hope it's time where Austin's able to rest and heal his wrist and hand because, the goals in the regular season are nice, but they need him to be at his best here down the stretch and into the playoffs.
Agree with you 100%. A trade deadline April 12th. It's not that far away now. It's creeping up on us. CJ, where does acquiring sandpaper fall on Leafs GM Kyle Dubas's priority list going into that date, do you think?
I don't think it's too high, actually. I mean, I think he believes he's already, done that. They signed Wayne Simmons in the offseason. Now, Wayne's coming back from his own injury recently here, and maybe that played into the fact that he didn't answer against Calgary. They also have someone like Jake Muzzin who just, he's been wearing a protective bubble because he had a broken bone in his face. He's, in the last 2 years been acquired. And so I don't think we're going to see that be what the Leafs GM's looking for. In fact, it's kind of strange, but he's looking for a forward with some skill, which is something the Leafs obviously already have. But I think that they believe, getting one more of those can really put them over the top.
CJ, we got about 30 seconds. Frederik Andersen hasn't practiced the last few days. Word is he is now dealing with something. Based on what your sources are telling you, how bad is it?
I don't know that it's too bad. It's not like it's threatening his season or anything like that. But what they do have is a little bit here. They've been given a reprieve. Jack Campbell's been injured through the year, but he plays on Saturday, gets another shutout. As long as he's healthy, I think that they have a little bit of a window to give Frederik Andersen some rest. And if you're looking for a theme through this whole talk, Sid, this season is just survival, and it's not just here in Toronto, but with so many games and so few nights being packed in, whoever's healthiest at the end might be the team that can plow through.
Chris Johnston of Sportsnet, phenomenal stuff. CJ, love you. Thanks, man. Have a great day.
Love you too, bud.
The one and only Chris Johnston doing terrific work for Sportsnet. All right, we're going to take a break. You sound off next. The Ontario Conservatives are tabling a budget today. During a global pandemic, it's no small thing. What are you looking for in this budget? 1-866-267-3797. Call us in and we'll talk to you. Feedback at breakfasttelevision.ca. Also on Twitter 24/7 at Breakfast TV. We read all the tweets. Send them in. You sound off next. Good morning, Toronto. It's 6:45. You are watching BT.